All right, my friends, we are here in my garage because I am going to help you make an informed decision on whether or not you should buy these absorbent pads. Little bit of backstory. I used to work in a chemical lab for an oil-filled company. So we did tons of tests on oil and rocks and everything, and also concocted our own chemicals that we would use for fracking and cleaning and things like that. So worked with a lot of solvents, worked with acids, bases, literally everything you can think of, including actual oil from the ground. These are what we had in every single cabinet under all of our chemicals, as well as just sitting on the counter. On our workspace, we could grab for them whenever we needed them. So I personally do have a little bit of experience with these. This is the same brand that we always used to buy. We would buy it in bulk. They work really well. I'm gonna show you a demo, an unboxing, and give you an actual review. So you can buy these in a box case, which I do like that one. That was what we used to just set on the counter in our lab because you can tear it open, a box of Kleenex or a Coke box. You pull the front off and you can just grab the Coke can. Same thing with these. I definitely prefer, especially keeping them in our garage, having them in an actual container to protect them from getting wet or anything. This is a 10 pack. Give you an idea of the size. They are rectangular in shape. So what's nice about these is instead of having to use dust, sawdust, cat litter for oil spills, you can just set these on top of it, pick it up, throw it away. It doesn't disintegrate. You don't have to sweep it all up. You can just reach for it really easily. Also nice for preventative. So if you are getting underneath your vehicle to change the oil in it, you can just have these already set up down beneath you under it. So if anything spills, it catches it. And like I said, in all of our cabinets, we had these underneath all of the chemicals and solvents that we were using. I do have a garage and I actually have these underneath some of our things that possibly could smell, things like bug killer, paint, extra things for our cars like oil and coolant and antifreeze and things like that. So I like these better than using cat litter or any sort of dusty things. Along with that, if this does catch a spill, you can use it to also wipe everything up. I'm going to do a little demo here for you. So here I have regular water. I have spray paint. I didn't have any paint in the can. I thought maybe we could spray this on it and see if it'll absorb literally everything and anything. So it should work just fine. We also have automatic transmission fluid, motor oil, and antifreeze and coolant. All right, let's try the regular water up first. Can see this kind of working its magic already. Scoot it over here and watch it just absorb the rest of that water that I spilled. Can see on the backside it does get a little bit wet. The point of these is to just pick up the bulk so that you can clean up the rest. Now we're gonna try spray paint. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Watch this. It is absorbing the paint. Slowly, but it absorbs it. Cool. Automatic transmission fluid. That's awesome. Try that again. Just absorbs it right up. Let's check the bottom here. A little bit of spillage, but like I said, the point of these is to soak up the bulk of the mess so that you can clean up the rest. Let's go in with some motor oil. These are the worst to clean up, if you see how that does. Nice. You can see it's just slowly absorbing all of that. I couldn't actually get that bottle of coolant and antifreeze to open, so I'm just gonna use this antifreeze. Nice, yeah, just soaks it right up. I also went and grabbed, some gas, so we'll try that out too. All right, here we go. Nice. So we tried everything from water to coolant, antifreeze, gas, oil, all of the things, paint. It soaked everything up super well. We're left with a little bit, this stuff was mostly already here. This is the water, this is the oil, this is the automatic transmission fluid. The gas soaked through a little bit as well, but that's to be expected. This is also a wood counter, but I'm not worried about it. Anyways, just to point out again, these are to soak up majority of the spill. They are not to protect underneath whatever it is. That's for you to clean up later. But overall, really great job at soaking everything up. Now, next step in the process, after you get soaked it up, you can wipe everything down, which is another reason why I love these actual pads. Just really easy, much easier than using cat litter or sawdust. As for cleanup, just gonna toss this in the garbage can. We're done. If you own a garage, you change the oils in your car regularly yourself. If you paint, if you do projects, if you want to just protect the cabinets in your house, great option are these. Like I said, you're gonna have some leakage. These do have holes in there. You can see the light through it. They have holes in it. They're not going to prevent stuff from getting underneath the product on your cabinets, but they are gonna soak everything up. My advice would be, if you want to use these for inside your home, make sure you have some sort of liner or tray in your cabinet, and then you can stick that on top of it to soak any water up that may leak from your faucet. Lay those down if you're changing the oil in your car. Lay them down if you have some open paint cans, and just keep them in the box in your garage. You can grab for them if you ever do have a paint spill or oil spill, anything like that. Really good product to keep around your house. Like I said, I used to work in a lab. We used them all the time, so